Hey guys, happy 2021. I mean, look, I know the problems of yesterday don't go away just because a calendar changed, but there is something incredibly reassuring about 2020 finally being over. Really excited to be starting this challenge together. My meditation practice got way off the rails the last couple of weeks of the calendar year, so I love that we have this tradition of coming together, starting out the year focusing on a couple of new healthy habits, and in particular our daily meditation practice. Today's going to be a little bit longer of a daily conversation because we got a little bit to get through. So normally we'll start these out with 3 minutes of silent meditation, our daily reflections. In case you hadn't gotten your meditation in, we can do it together. We'll do that at the end today. I want to talk a little bit about tiny habits and linking habits. It's going to be really important for your planning, kind of picking some goals, and I want you to kind of come into this month prepared to be successful. And then just going to mention a few of the logistics and what you can expect from us through the rest of the month, especially if you're new. Those of you who are familiar with us and have done this challenge, which is most of us who are participating this year, it'll look pretty familiar to last year's. So let's just jump right into it. I think there's two really important things. I've spent the last 6 years. I'm working on a dissertation now where I study specifically habit formation, and I look at that very specifically in the context of new meditators. If I had to give you two pieces of advice that will really set you up to be successful, the first is to focus on starting small. And the second is to make sure we're linking our new habit to an existing habit. So what do I mean by that? Starting small. I'm going to include a link down in the comments here to a TED Talk by a guy named BJ Fogg. He's a researcher out in Stanford. And what he found is when we start something, our willingness to succeed is all the way up here. We do anything. If we're going to run 10 miles a day, right? But then life starts to set in, and our willingness, our sort of ambition wanes over time, right? It's just sort of a descending slope. And if we've picked a level of effort that really requires a very high level of commitment, we can't sustain that over any period of time. Why does that matter for habit formation? It takes on average 66 days to form a new daily habit. For some reason, we have this popular myth out there, it takes 28 days. Isn't even close. The range is actually from the 40s all the way up to 280. There's been a lot of work done on this out of researchers, the Research Center on Habit Formation in Duke. It does not take a couple of days. It will not take a few weeks. We are going to start new habits and make them a reliable part of our life by getting up to that 2-3 month consistency phase. So if you really truly want something like a daily meditation practice and you think your life would be so much better if you spent 5 or 10 minutes starting and ending your day with some quiet reflection, some chance to just be present and mindful, I'm going to encourage you to take this challenge and start with 1, 3, or 5 minutes tops. And I'm going to ask you to link that to a habit. So something we know about habits is they're triggered by something, right? We all have good intentions and we mean well when we start on January 1st, but then some days we just kind of wake up and we go about our normal routine and we make our coffee when we run out to work, and next thing we know, we didn't read that daily reflection or put in the morning exercise or do the morning meditation, right? So linking an existing habit, linking your new habit to an existing habit is very beneficial. For me, I wake up and one of the very first things I do is I brush my teeth. Don't know what it is. I got that film in my mouth. I'm self-conscious about having bad breath. I wake up, I stumble into the bathroom, and I kind of wake up as I'm brushing my teeth. My most effective time to link a new habit to something is to the brushing my teeth. So as I finish brushing my teeth, I very reliably go down and sit on my meditation cushion. So having a habit that exists that we know we can count on. Some great examples. I have one friend who talks about she puts on her little coffee pot. It takes exactly 7 minutes for her coffee to brew in the morning. She loves the smell of the coffee. She sits in her kitchen right there next to her coffee pot and lets it brew, and she's got this perfect little 7 minutes of meditation and reliably this nice little reward at the end. Got another friend, she commutes to work. She always leaves a little bit early so her commute's easier. She gets into the parking lot, she meditates there at work for the 10-15 minutes before she goes into the office to start her day. So there's a lot of ways, creative ways, that you can take an existing habit and link your new habit to it. And especially we're going to want to do that with an emphasis of starting small. So, I really do encourage you. Meditation, I like to pick a couple of goals. I look at a few domains in my life. I think about my financial wellness is a real big one for me. This year I want to develop the habit of saving money. So I've got a little goal. I'm going to put $5 into cash into an envelope every single day. So I'm sort of developing, yes, ultimately transfer money electronically so I don't have to think about it. But I want to get that sensation of not every dollar that I have is going to go out of my pocket to a cash register somewhere. Some of it's going to come back and go into a little shoebox and into some savings. So I'm going to do a daily $5 contribution. We have our emotional wellness. Maybe we want to do a gratitude list every day. Or spiritual wellness. Are we going to get connected with a religious group, or bring prayer back into our life, or explore some new religious communities? Our physical well-being's a big one. Exercise goals, really valuable for people with depression like me. Running is the best thing I do for my depression. What am I going to do for my physical health? This year for me, my physical health, I'm going to try to do 5 minutes of stretching every day. Just 5 minutes. Right after I brush my teeth, I'm going to do my stretching before I sit and meditate. I've decided I'm going to put that in between my two daily habits. And I think 5 minutes of stretching, if I can touch my toes by halfway through the year, I will be thrilled. So, let's do a couple of planning. We'll have these out in the discussion group. We'll talk about it there. We'll give each other some feedback. We'll give some people encouragement. If you want an accountability partner and you don't have family or friends that you would like to do this challenge with and kind of organize that for yourself, we got a ton of members in the group. So reply to this email, send me an email, Anthony@newleafmeditation.org, and I'll get you hooked up with somebody. We'll usually do a couple small groups because eventually, some people flake, people don't really finish the year. So we'll get some groups of 5 or 6 together. So if you want an accountability partner, go ahead and email me. I'll get you connected with somebody. So that's it on planning. So normally when you get these videos, they'll be a little bit shorter. We'll do our 3 minutes of meditation together right up at the beginning. And we'll talk a little bit about what the topic of the focus is for the day. Every single week we have a Sunday morning. It's a longer meditation session that you can sort of drop in and join. It runs from 7 to 9, 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern. We end that with a little Sunday service. It's some reading, some Buddhist sort of inspired stuff, a little bit kind of like, for those of us who grew up Catholic like myself, a bit of a replacement for my Catholic Mass. I get to have a little Buddhist reflection on Sunday mornings. On Tuesday evenings, we got our meditation group. It's been going for 7 years strong. Every single Tuesday, it's at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's also on Zoom. You can find us there every week. We're going to run some beginner meditation instructions. We're going to do something Saturday afternoon, Monday night, Tuesday evening, and I think Thursday or Friday afternoon. We haven't picked that fourth time yet, but that will be in the email. So if you're brand new to meditation, you can either check out some of the links that I put in the email today, or you can find down in the comments that will help get you started with your meditation practice. You can always reach out to me. I'm a resource here for you, or you can come join one of our beginner sessions this week. So that was a lot. These videos will be shorter in future days, but just really excited about getting our challenge started together. Let's go ahead and do our 3 minutes of meditation today. Thanks, guys. So, guys, happy 2021. Really excited about getting to do this challenge together. Please, any questions at all, reach out. Anthony at newleafmeditation.org. Reply to the emails. It's just me on the other end. I'm looking forward to getting to practice with you and start off this new year together. Have a great day, guys.